Good morning, everybody. Kevin from Watch This with Joe and Kevin. Very excited. I've been really excited about this all week to get into season 5 of The Sopranos. We're here in the season 5 premiere finally. Takeaways from the finale, which was the longest episode by far, I believe. Obviously, we have the disillusion of Tony and Carmela's marriage. I think that's going to be overcome at some point. I think this is an arc and not really a complete shift for the show. And I know it sounds a little bit critical of Carmela, but I do think we've been kind of setting up this idea for the show for a while that ultimately she does like the money and the security that comes with being married to Tony. I think she really does enjoy it. She's been faithful the entire time, even though she got really close with Furio. She's a saint compared to Tony. I mean, across the board, Carmela is a saint compared to Tony, and there's no denying it. But there is still some culpability, right? She visited with the priest at one point who told her, as long as you don't really enjoy the money, you're not really the bad guy. And then there was a short-lived time where she tried to become a real estate agent and branch off on her own so that she was making her own money and not fully embracing Tony's money. That ended. She's back to embracing Tony's money. She even stole some of it to invest it for herself. And I'm kind of wondering if, this investment for the future, if Tony's gone, is really kind of some wish fulfillment, like how the rest of us buy lottery tickets sometimes. Like, boy, if I win the lottery, here are the daydreams, right? If I won, even though I'm probably not going to win. It might be that, like, oh boy, if something happened to Tony and I was single again. I feel like some of that might be there, why her insistence on it, despite him saying, you're covered, don't worry about it. I think she's wanting to actively participate in the idea of life without Tony, and now we've gotten to this point. The other big thing, takeaway from the last episode, really was Johnny Sachs. His reaction to Tony, kind of backing out on the killing, the helping him ascend to the post in New York. His really viscerally upset reaction of not killing Carmine really surprised me. I didn't think that he was that desperate for that move. I mean, I knew, the promenade being closed was financially crushing him, but it got that little scam got reopened, right? The development started moving again. So I kind of feel like, Johnny was made whole again with that. Like, okay, you can breathe again. Your income source has been reopened. But that clearly wasn't enough. So I was really surprised, and I don't know what that's going to look like moving forward with Johnny Sack, what he's really willing to do, because obviously his contentedness with his position, which I assumed he had all along. He seemed like a really good liaison between New York and Tony. I thought he was overall fairly happy with that, despite the last hiccup. Clearly not. Clearly he had, I guessed way wrong on his designs on being in charge. We'll go and get started here. Well, it's a season premiere, which means I'm going to be completely wrong if I guess what they're going to cover, and they're probably going to introduce some new storylines that haven't even been considered yet on the show. They always do. I'm pretty excited about this. Going to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us, and give a special thank you to all our super patrons: AB, Actuarial Lurker, Balash Foldes, Chris, Derek Peterson, MTC93, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Sudugunda Varapu, Torgeir Linkstad, Werepanda47, Natasha Norris, and Yannick from Montreal. As always, guys, thank you so much. Glad you're here with us. Full-length reactions for this show are available on our Patreon page. We're way ahead over there. You will have to sync and watch along in your own source material on Patreon. You're all going to see near us, because we do follow the copyright law. So I take it, other than taking out the Twin Towers for obvious reasons, the opening credit sequence is never going to really change at all, except the credits, which I don't read because I don't like the spoilers. Do we start the season 5 premiere with Tony coming down in his robe to get the newspaper again? I mean, probably not. He doesn't live there anymore. Nope, starting in his backyard. It almost seems like it's in disrepair a little bit. It's kind of like seeing the house, the Nevada house in The Godfather kind of being vacant. Are we going to show the paper, though, without Tony there to go get it? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Did you have a new girlfriend?
Jesus, Meadow, chill out.
Oh, it's Meadow. I didn't recognize her. I just saw the back of her head.
Who were jailed during the big mafia crackdowns of the 1980s?
Seems like yesterday, doesn't it? For years, we heard how law enforcement broke the back of the mob.
Okay, so we're getting some new characters out of prison, old ones.
How long till dinner?
Any familiar names?
In New York, the only old-style boss still in place is Carmine Lupertazzi.
Yeah.
He'll soon be rejoined by Angelo Grepe, his former consigliere. Also, Philip Leotardo, longtime Libertad.
Oh, he was in blanking out. Goodfellas.
Released just this week. A man.
Robert Loggia
in the 70s.
You might know that.
Similar situation with Anthony Blundetto in that.
Oh, that is definitely Steve Buscemi.
28 years old when he went away, a rising star, thought to be the central suspect in the car bomb killing of Thomas Gilardi and his.
He's directed a lot of episodes. It makes sense. He's finally showing up.
Your cousin?
Missed the shit out of him.
The older you are, the more you're entitled to eat, as they would say.
Hi.
It's a money term.
Sorry.
So there's going to be a shakeup of power, it sounds like.
She wasn't even home. Her and Aunt Ro went out to dinner, I think.
Everybody sit.
This is great of you, Aunt Jan, keeping the Sunday dinner tradition going.
Yeah.
You get the roast out of the oven.
I'm not sure she's enjoying this domestic little show she set up for herself.
Oh, shit.
What?
My wedding ring.
Oh, are they married?
So, Manny, would you say this is an interesting point in the history of the mafia?
I'd say we're looking at a great year for crime reporters, Sukanya.
This is going to be fun. A lot of recognizable actors popping up right now. So we've had a passage of time for sure, and they're still separated. Every parent's nightmare right there, their kid getting a drum set.
I mean, Grandpa's still gonna have to lift into his truck.
I don't want him to have to drag it from all the way out back.
That's a lot of eye rolling from Anthony.
It's so nice to have a man around the house.
You should have thought about that before.
Oh.
Go out and get that vacuum now.
So they're not doing okay. I mean, he is the only one that's stuck in the house. Like, Meadow doesn't have to be around to deal with the drama of the two of them.
Mommy! Oh my God!
Is this real or is he faking it?
Mommy! Mom!
Oh! Oh my God!
Mommy!
AJ, be quiet. Don't move.
Mommy?
She's going to get a gun. Now you need a man around the house.
Mommy!
Oh, come on!
Hey! Get out of here! Go!
Well, now all of a sudden AJ was mommy.
Overseas call coming at home.
Finish your sandwich at least first.
Oh, yeah. Well.
I didn't think they were still together.
You're not going to put your trash cans out until as close to pickup time as possible.
You hear that?
Also, put ammonia or bleach in the container and on the lid.
That's a good idea.
Property damage, we could set traps, but not for this.
God.
You should have busted a cap in his ass with Dad's. Are you gonna call Dad, aren't you?
No.
A great percentage of them don't come back. He does call us.
Oh.
Oh,
Was that a meat cute?
it's probably what attracted the animal. See, the corn's gotten damp and aromatic. You don't want to tell your husband to put it inside.
Right.
Tell him that you're not married anymore or whatever. I'm sure they're married.
In the car that he qualified.
Hello.
Oh, Prince of Tides. I don't like the movie, but I love the book.
Oh, go back.
What?
Come on.
Yeah, it's a therapy movie.
Now, let's face it, Lowenstein. Women are more devious than men.
One of my therapists was a woman.
Too bad you didn't get all your talking done with her.
You expect a man to be a tower of strength, and then when he turns out he's got a few weaknesses, some insecurities.
Yeah, this is going to really resonate with Tony. That's funny.
You're free to leave anytime you want.
Good. Goddamn shrink.
Tom has a lot more dark in his background than Tony does.
Tell Susan Lowenstein came along. Her questions making me as dizzy as her perfume.
Oh, wow. Of course Melfi's going to be back now. And he's going to be in love with her.
Jennifer Melfi?
Yes.
Oh, Tony. It's an impressive gift. It's like 24 roses. Tide. Thinking of your Prince of Tide. Oh, my God. That's Prince of Tides.
We lead him through the snow. This asshole's shivering. I mean, he's wearing fucking pajamas and slippers in like 8-degree weather.
I'm wondering if that Russian's coming back.
What a beat we had give this prick. Oh, madam.
Where's he now, you think?
Who the fuck cares? Right, Quincy?
Oh, he's got to be coming back.
Paulie hadn't initially overreacted, but it's one for the books.
What do you mean overreacted?
Yeah.
Always playing that blood relation card. Tony's little favorite.
Fuck you.
What?
Yeah. So Polly hasn't learned anything.
Goodbye, Dr. Melfi.
See you next week.
The Tide detergent is very much proof that Tony did not understand that movie at all.
Like the flowers? And yeah, before you ask, I am taking the medication.
Oh, she smiled.
Unfortunately, because of our prior clinical relationship, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, I waited a respectable period of...
Oh my God.
We will talk again.
Thank you for the flowers.
And the detergent.
And the detergent.
The man never learns. Oh. Well, at least the drums are a nice touch because you know AJ's safely up in his room.
What's the matter?
The bear! Stay there!
Did she get rid of the Tony's duck feed?
No property damage either I could see, but I didn't really want to go out there.
Oh, one of those Eastern Black Bears?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, when did this happen?
The first time Sunday night. I saw it again just now. AJ didn't even mention it to you when you two went to the game yesterday?
No.
Tony wants to see the bear. He's an animal lover. I don't think he's out to hurt the bear.
The ranger, whatever, said it was your duck food out there that attracted it.
I never heard of that happening before. So when somebody's leg is gone...
Problem is, it hasn't really threatened anybody. Sorry.
I've seen this guy in other things. Now in the light of day.
Ranger Rick's a little light in the Timberlands, huh?
Everybody's always gay with you.
Oh, the refrigerator sound. That's a nice touch, and she was very bothered by the fact he just got in a refrigerator. Really good nonverbal storytelling in this episode.
Why not?
I don't want to break Anthony's routines.
He'll get a kick out of it. It's an adventure. God knows he loves room service. What's with the attitude?
Well, he's an asshole, that's what.
So what? It's his age.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It wasn't my idea.
There is more than one way to ask for something.
Could we please not?
Spend $5,000 on a set of drums.
Oh, that was his fault?
Well, you worried he's gonna soak you for an extra pencil?
Oh, rim shot!
She's right on that.
Yet you are modern enough to use a cell phone to call Italy and every other fucking place to threaten the guy's life.
I was wondering if he's going to let that go.
You don't want to stay in a hotel, you suit yourself.
She shouldn't have told him about Furio, because that does put Furio in a dangerous position.
No offense, kid, but don't look to me like you do a lot of waiting.
20 years. Modern.
You know what the biggest change for me is? Broads shaving their bushes.
What'd you go straight from the joint to Earl Scheib? Look at his fucking tan.
He's in the middle of a story.
What isn't he?
Hey. That time on. Nobody so much as looks at me cross-eyed.
God. Well, that poor guy.
You know me, I'm an entrepreneur. Get my shy going. Sports book, whatever you say.
After 20 years?
Your ex-wife, whatever. It's just that the wild animals, they're dangerous. People talk.
What people? Oh.
I don't know.
Janice. Let's just say Janice did it.
He's just worried about you, that's all. And Anthony.
Well, okay, I don't know.
They had an AK-47 earlier. She pulled it on Meadow.
I got my little Sony in the car.
The hand grenade?
No, we got odds. That's why dinosaurs don't exist no more.
Wasn't it a meteor?
They're all meat eaters.
Meteor.
Give me the fucking thing.
I said I'll get it.
Enough. It's done.
Polly's the kind of guy to let something like this spiral.
Too much gherkins. Smell that?
What?
Bernie here.
Oh no, he's having a stroke or something.
Oh, yeah, good guy. Right. He was my best buddy inside.
So you're gonna give him a party?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
All right, come on. Hold on.
Yeah, the smelling weird smells thing is never a good sign.
We're over at St. Vincent's.
Anything, John. Anything he needs. I'm on the next plane.
Well, no, Johnny thinks this is good for Johnny. He's wanted this for a while.
Taking out a boss? Come on.
Even still.
What do you want, an apology? Fucking Whitman sampler? What?
His support if Carmine dies. With all these other guys out of prison, it might be hard for Johnny to take over for him. Okay, he's dreaming. Oh, she is! Well, I didn't see that coming. So what did the car pulling up mean?
Is to confront you in a positive way about taking our relationship in that.
Oh, no.
I'll pay for the hour. That goes without saying.
Forget that.
I was listening to that guy on TV, Dr. Phil. If you wanted to, there's no set rules. It's basically about malpractice, and you probably couldn't get sued.
That's not the point.
She has a standard against it.
Buy her a piece of jewelry. Pay the guy to close down a restaurant where she eats lunch and hire a mandolin player. So that being said, if you don't like me personally, or the cut of my jib or my face.
No doubt there are issues with your children.
Why can't I do something that's just for me, for a change?
It would be for you.
Yeah.
And not just for the smart things you say. I want your skin. I want your mouth. I want your eyes.
Oh, this is working. Look at her.
All these qualities onto me. You don't know me. This is what happens between doctor and patient.
Nope, too aggressive.
Don't do that.
I think she was having a hard time finding it, actually.
There's two Tony Sopranos. You've never seen the other one. That's the one I want to show to you.
His sales pitch is quite good. I'll give the guy all the credit in the world for that. That was really shooting your shot, and she almost gave in. Catch that sigh at the end when he left? Whew.
I wonder if I could use the WC?
Of course. Come
Yeah.
on in. Is it cold out?
Yeah, a little, but I got a fleece.
Did he come in because he was getting scared? Yep. He did not take his trousers down. He's hiding. And I don't blame him.
I don't want to paint in somber tones here, but the man is a sociopath. Unpracticed in not getting what he wants.
Yeah.
Use are you to him except for sex?
Thank you, Elliot. Your depth of feeling is really quite extraordinary here.
He's cutting to the chase, though.
So said you were looking for me?
So,
The Italian thing they talk about a lot on this show is so alien to me. Where I live, it's not a thing.
you pay till I tell you don't have to pay no more. And don't give me that face. You know how many tabs, how many dinners I picked up over the years?
Yeah.
Those guys killed me at betting honest. And forget it, they want a steak. I put a new wing on Peter Luger's.
It's true.
Cigars, champagne. Could have bought a fucking plane.
I hear you, Tone, but that was before inflation.
Whatever.
Before inflation.
Why don't you cheer up? One day some kid will be paying for your dinners.
Yeah.
Atlantic City loves its oldies on Oldies 98.3.
He could always start skipping some of these dinners. I have collections today.
Jesus, I'm stuffed. I can't remember the last time I ate this much.
Sure you don't want no dessert?
Not for me.
I'm good.
Oh, God, Polly sucks.
Enjoy it, girls. I've been enjoying looking at you the whole night.
And that's going to be on the tab.
Tone, you sure you're all right? You got a big moose on. It's a fucking broad. Believe that? We got this platonic thing going. We have had for many years. She thinks that's what it is, but it's not.
I can't believe he's being this open about having a crush on a girl.
They're wrapping up a lobster roll for me to take to Jenny. See who's over there?
Yeah.
So they're really running up a tab here.
Anything else, gentlemen? We're good. My friend here will take the check, though.
God, I would...
1184. I'm gonna go wash up.
This sucks. He does get screwed.
Maybe I'll call down, have them send one up to the room.
Why don't you just fuck yourself? Save a little money.
What's your problem?
Stop trying to bait me, Paulie.
Yeah, he is.
You little fuck.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Was there a problem with the service?
What are you talking about?
You left me $16, sir.
Oh, no.
There's $1,200 in there.
That's correct. And the bill was $1,184.
That's not okay.
I'm tapped out.
You think this job is easy?
Yeah.
Go piss it away at blackjack, fucking asshole.
Oh!
I don't blame him.
What do you got to say now?
Oh my God. Oh, come on. Screw these guys, man. I'm not okay with that.
How's he doing?
I love him so much and I can't do shit.
No matter what happens to Paul and Christopher for the rest of the show, I don't feel bad for them. Ever.
Life's too short, Chrissy. You can't waste it fighting with your friends. Look what could have happened last night.
Could have happened?
I apologize too, kid.
I'll talk to you later.
Oh my God. He is really making this awkward.
I was saying, a friend of mine had these and couldn't use them. I figured, well, maybe we could.
I turned down a wonderful dinner invitation, and you think I'll go away with you.
To Bermuda.
And I would like you to respect my decision and just try to feel that I know what's right for me.
It is fair for her to be like, it's not about you, it's about me and where I feel this is.
And that we could pick up where we've left off.
I don't think you get this. I want you.
And that's very flattering to me.
I'm not interested in flattering you.
Now it seems dangerous.
Just help me understand it, okay?
Okay, never mind. The way you got up on her face look kind of made me nervous for a second.
In a personal relationship, I don't think I could sit silent.
About what?
Who you are?
Just very different.
You don't like my values?
Honestly?
Yeah.
No.
You've killed people.
You can take the night off. I'll spell you.
No, Tony, it's all right. It's okay, really.
I'll take over, okay, for tonight.
Okay, well.
And he's just reaching out for anybody now, isn't he? For him to show up here. He does not take rejection well. I don't see Tony as the kind of guy that could shoot and kill a bear just walking through his yard. I thought he was coming over to talk to Carmela because he was feeling lost and unmoored, but...
You want coffee?
No.
It's quite a shot. Are we going to see the bear? I guess this is the closest thing to going home that Tony can do right now. Interesting. Okay, so we saw Robert Loggia and a couple of the other guys, but we didn't see Steve Buscemi actually in the episode. I am 100% sure that they were going to at some point. Otherwise, why have his photos of him getting out? It seems like he's going to be playing a different kind of role then, if they're kind of saving him. But, you know, with Carmine's illness plus all of these guys getting out of prison, I feel like that means there's going to be an organizational shape-up. I'm not sure with New York or with Jersey or with both. I'm not sure where everyone kind of comes down. I think they said that Buscemi's character, I didn't catch his name, or I don't remember his name, was Tony's cousin. So it sounds like he's going to be in the New Jersey area along with Tony. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what obviously what the organizational rules are for when you go away versus when you come out, what position he had when he went in, all kinds of things. Obviously, I think that'll be explained as we go forward. But I do think that there is a way, and it was broached at the end here where Tony does go back to Dr. Melfi as a patient. So I do think his struggles are going to be very real. And it was really telling, right? When he's making these huge romantic overtures to her, and they were very sincere. And I think he even thought they were sincere. But as soon as he mentioned the fact that he's a criminal, that he's dangerous, that he hurts people for his job, he lost it. Like, he really lashed out at her. I mean, it was not as bad as other times where it looked like he was going to physically hurt her, but it was definitely a trigger for him. So I don't know. Maybe she did the right thing there as far as like telling him what he finally needed to hear to get the hint that there's not going to be a romantic relationship between the two of them. But I'm curious how he is moving forward when and if he does go back to therapy, which I think he will. Dr. Melfi was tempted, I feel like, by one of those overtures when he kissed her, but she stood her ground, and she stood her ground even more firm the second time he came back, this time with Tickets to Bermuda, really shooting his shot. But again, we've really set up some stuff moving forward. I don't know what happens to Paulie on this show. I don't know if he goes to prison. I don't know if he dies. But I am not going to feel bad for him for 1 second when it happens. Same with Christopher. They just killed an innocent guy to kill an innocent guy. I know it was, oops, I didn't mean to hurt him. Well, let's go ahead and shoot him and finish him off and then steal the money. But, you know, between doing that, just a waiter, just to do it. And then, you know, the conversation on the phone to really drive the point home of how gross that was, of like, boy, that almost got, bad stuff almost happened. Let's bury the hatchet and be friends. Yeah, a good thing that nothing really bad happened last night. Well, you know, a guy was doing his job and you robbed him and killed him. Is ultimately what happened, no matter how they want to spin it. They took advantage of a man's services and then killed and robbed him, which is really pretty awful. So I don't feel too bad about whatever's going to happen to them. I think they're both really terrible people. But then again, you know, as always, this show does a great job reminding you that, you know, these are the protagonists on your show. And you know, these are the ones you're following, and you know, you're following their stories, and you always get main character syndrome, even though these are side characters. You always get kind of wrapped up in their stories. But this show does an exceptional job, maybe better than any show I've ever seen, as far as reminding you, by the way, these are terrible people. You know, I feel like Breaking Bad took a lot from this show, as far as like, start off liking the character and let's see how far you hang with this while we make our main characters darker and worse people. And is there a point where you sort of jump off of the bandwagon of wanting them to succeed, right? Of considering them the bad guy, because a protagonist really doesn't have to be a good guy. A protagonist is just your main character in the story, and the antagonist is whoever they're up against, right? In, you know, the last season of Breaking Bad, really, this is not a spoilery thing, but, you know, Hank is antagonist, Walt is protagonist. That doesn't necessarily have anything to do with who's good guy, who's bad guy. And I feel like our protagonists on this show are pretty much all bad guys. And I like the fact that the show doesn't let them off the hook, right? Christopher is not off the hook because he went through rehab. Paulie's not off the hook because he's trying to be nicer to Tony. Really, Paulie's just been on a bad spiral anyway. He killed an old woman not long ago. So, yeah, I do feel like the show is setting up a lot of these characters for when the shoe drops on a lot of them, and the bad things that are definitely going to happen to them happen. It's kind of comeuppance, really. One exception being Tony. I think we're supposed to love Tony as a character. He's complicated. There are times we're supposed to realize he's a dirtbag, but he's the dirtbag we're following. But I also think that he's the one character with real plot armor on the show, so that's not something we even have to consider, at least until the end of the show. But I'm looking forward to seeing where we go with it in Season 5. All right, catch you on the next one, guys. Thank you.